Alright, footy fans, the AFL is back and opening round in 2026 is absolutely stacked. We've got 5 huge games and the season starts with a grudge match that basically writes its own headlines. In this video, I am giving you my opening round tips and a full matchup breakdown for every game, including key players, tactical battles, and the moments that will swing each result. Quick one, if you love weekly AFL tips and analysis, hit subscribe right now because we're doing this all season. If you generally want to support what I do here, there's a buy me a coffee link in the description. No pressure at all. And lastly, if you want to join the Talking Everything AFL Footy Tips, there is a link below in this description where you can register and submit in your teams. Now, let's get into opening round because it is stacked. Game 1 of the season, Sydney versus Carlton at the SCG. And this is already spicy because Charlie Curnow is now a Swan. And it's his first match against his old club, Carlton. This isn't just opening round vibes. This is emotional, loud and high pressure. The headline battle, Curnow versus Carlton's defenders. Will Wiedering play? Time will tell. Here's the big question. Can Carlton stop the one bloke who knows their system inside out? Curnow's strength is obvious. He's a power forward who can win contests, create panic and force teams to change structure. And the Swans have openly acknowledged the emotion and theatre around this matchup. Sydney's keys to win. Sydney will win this game if they do 3 things. 1. Win territory early, pin Carlton deep, make them defend. 2. Bring heat at stoppages. Pressure forces rush kicks or the dump kicks. Rush kicks create intercept. 3. Give Curnow repeat looks. Not perfect entries, but repeat entries. Alright, player focus. What should you watch on screen? Charlie Curnow. Watch his starting position. If he drags the defender away from the hot zone, Sydney's smalls will feast. Secondly, Sydney's midfield leaders. Watch who's first to the loose ball after clearance. That's the tempo setter. 3. Sydney's intercept defenders. Watch the corridor. Sydney love killing teams when they dare to kick through the corridor. Carlton can win. It's because they lower the rise inside 50, take away Sydney's intercepting marking, and keep the ball active in the forward half. But I'm backing the SCG factor, Sydney's structure, and the Curnow headline moment to lean Swans. I'm going to tip Sydney by 26 points. And imagine if Curnow kicks the first goal, the SCG roof might lift off. And yes, I want you to clip it. Alright, from the SCG to Queensland, because Friday night is a massive Suns statement opportunity. Gold Coast hosts Geelong. And the big reason is one name. Christian Petracca is a Sun. After blockbuster trade from Melbourne, Petracca changes everything because he gives Gold Coast more bursts from stoppages, more damage going forward, and a big moment player when the game's tightened. That's exactly the difference between good at home and finals level scary. Gold Coast winning formula. Here's how the Suns can win this. Fast starts. Geelong hates chasing early. Contest plus surge. Win the hard ball, then explode forward. Thirdly, forward pressure. Don't let Geelong rebound cleanly. Key Suns to watch. Watch these roles closely. Christian Petracca, if he's used as a midfield forward swing. Geelong's matchups get messy fast. Gold Coast midfield group. The first receiver is crucial. That's where speed becomes scoring. Thirdly, Suns key defenders. Their job is to hold Geelong up long enough for the Suns mids to get back and swarm. Geelong can absolutely win if they control tempo with possession chains, mark through the corridor, and turn it into a slower, methodical game. But I'm backing the Suns at home, opening round energy and the Petracca the era effort. I'm going to tip the Suns by 11 points. My bad, I forgot to click on the Swannies, but I click on the Suns. Now, Saturday twilight. This is where it gets really interesting because GWS Giants versus Hawthorn has a new midfield storyline. And here's the major storyline. Clayton Oliver is now a Giant, joining GWS ahead of 2026. What Oliver adds for the Giants? Contest power, clearance winning, and instant alpha midfield presence. The Giants will need this because Tom Green did his ACL knee injury and will miss all of season 2026. Big blow to the Giants midfield. How can Hawthorn win this game? Hawthorn will win if they make it a transition game, score of turnovers, tag the Giants outside run, don't let them link chains, stop the Orange Tsunami. Thirdly, bring pressure in the forward half, lock it in, repeat entries. Key player matchup, Clayton Ola. Watch how hard Hawthorn work to block his first outlet handball. If they deny his release, they deny GWS's momentum. Secondly, GWS forward targets. If they can get clean serves, they can blow the game open, especially with Hogan and Cadman, plus Toby Green. Thirdly, Hawthorn small forwards. This is where the upset lives. Forward pressure and crumbling. Why I'm tipping the upset? I think Hawthorn can match GWS early if they win the pressure battle, force rush entries, and keep scoring in bursts. I'm going to tip Hawthorn by 17 points. Yes, it's bold. Yes, it's risky. But I love what Hawthorn can do when the game becomes fast, chaotic, and turnover heavy. And last year in the semi-final, the Hawks upset and won at Spotless Stadium against the Giants. Saturday night now, the flag unfulfilling vibe, the Gabba crowd, and a match that tests toughness immediately. Brisbane versus the Doggies at the Gabba. Brisbane can win this when they win clearances, dominate territory, and take marks inside 50. However, the Bulldogs' danger factor, they are dangerous when they control possession and stop Brisbane's forward half lock, but that is extremely hard to do at the Gabba in a high energy opener. My tip is the Lions to win by 35 points. At the Gabba, early season, big occasion, Brisbane's system and physicality usually set the tone, and they've won the last two grand finals. They know how to play big games. And finally, Sunday night at the MCG, Saints versus the Maggies. And I want to spotlight one player because she called it Nasiah Wangning Malera is absolutely quality. I did the live chatting of the preseason game between the Saints and the Bombers. Naz, gosh, he had 4 goals and 25 plus possession. There was one stage where he ran like 3 or 4 bounces and took the player on and just pinpointed a pass inside 50. Why Naz matters? When Naz is controlling the game, St Kilda whole team looks faster, cleaner, and more confident. Naz can slice zones with kicking, run and carry, and punish teams who allow easy exits. The Saints' keys to beat Collingwood. The Saints will win this if they slow Collingwood's slingshot, deny the corridor, win stoppages shape, stop the Pies from getting overlapped runners, and be cleaner under pressure because Collingwood live off chaos. Player by player focus. Watch these role moments. Who else? Nasiah Wanging Malera. Watch where he starts. If he's around stoppages or drifting forward, he becomes the matchup nightmare that tilts the game. Other role movements. Saints back 6. Their discipline decides whether Collingwood get their fast rebound. Lastly, Collingwood's pressure forwards. If they win the tackle and trap game, Saints have to be perfect. However, I'm backing the Saints structure and a big Nas moment on the big stage. I'm tipping St Kilda by 11 points. Final wrap. Alright, lock it in. My AFL 2026 opening round tips are the Swannies to beat the Blues, the Suns to beat the Cats, the Hawks to upset the Giants, the Lions to beat the Doggies, and the Saints to beat Collingwood. Now, I want your tips. Comment them below, and if you nailed a perfect 5 out of 5, I will pin your comments and call you the opening round oracle. And seriously, if you enjoyed this, hit subscribe. It costs you nothing and it helps the channel more than a match-winning goal after the siren. And if you really loved it, you can buy me a coffee because every time you shout one, an AFL coach somewhere mysteriously stops yelling, "Man it up," for at least 3 seconds. Thanks for watching. Enjoy opening round. Footy is back. Let's go.